Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are at peace and we are working on getting some additional construction done, but more specifically, we're working on getting our fleets restored after that very long war and getting our resources brought back up to have a decent stockpile. So that will all be absolutely fine. I checked through here, there are actually no jobs currently available. So that's exciting, or rather, no unemployment currently available, I should say. There are available jobs, but there's no unemployment, and so no action needs to be taken. So that is excellent. How much do we need to finish this? 1717, huh? Do we think that number is accurate? I'm going to give it until the month tick. It's probably accurate, but let's give it till the month tick just to be sure. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So we're going to restore those remaining ships. That is going to be just that Federation battleship in our forward defense fleet. Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. So all of our fleets are reinforced now, but we do need to keep in mind we are currently working on building 2 additional fleets with this Titan and this Titan. So that is going to be fairly significant. No doubt about that. What is this? We're exploring an astral rift up in Rimuck. Okay. I guess this is fine. We can definitely be doing that. Gotta love science ship automation. They're just kind of doing their own thing. So that is great. We don't have relic activation possible. Do we want to get minor artifacts? To be honest, we probably do. We're at 182 minor artifacts right now. Let's go ahead and activate the rubricator. Wonderful. So that'll boost us up to 709 minor artifacts, which is going to put us in a much better position for getting these 2 additional fleets going. So we're going to be finishing up our Titan here. It is now complete, and we're going to move that over to Sol. We're going to want to put in a leader here. And you are a commander, correct? Specifically, you are focused on nothing, kind of. This is not really focused on anything. But this is probably someone who's intended to be a ground commander, not an admiral. So we're going to bring in this guy. We'll hire him, and that'll be fine. And we could go for, ship weapons range plus 20% is pretty good. We'll go with that. Orbital bombardment pop damage reduction is interesting. But we'll go with engineer, and we'll make him be an admiral. Excellent. Now, we're going to need to go into our fleet manager, and we're going to need to add in all of these. So we're just going to take this up to 10, and this should be 84. Perfect. This is now 52,000 alloys that we need, and 958. Oh, this is the 5th fleet again? Okay, we should probably rename that. We're going to need to, I guess, come in here and rename this to the 5th fleet 3. Should we use Roman numerals for this? Hang on, I think we should. I don't know why, I just want this to be 5th Fleet 2 in Roman numerals, and then this is going to be 5th Fleet 3 in Roman numerals. Should we rename all of our fleets in this manner? Why not? It's a terrible idea. It's a really terrible idea. This would be the 5th Fleet 4. This is going to be a little tedious. I'm probably not going to do all of this right now. But 5th Fleet 4, there we go. And we can just work on that slowly over time. I'm not going to do all of that right now because it's very silly. It is extremely silly. Although, while we're waiting, we may as well, right? So we can have this. We can't actually jump easily just by clicking. That's a little sad. But this is going to be the 5th Fleet 5. Fantastic. This is, of course, going to be the 5th Fleet 6. So 5th Fleet 6. There we go. This is the 5th Fleet 1. So this is going to be the 5th Fleet 7. Perfect. There's nothing awkward about this at all. I'm not going to rename the CAR Ararat. There's no point. But this is, of course, going to be the 5th Fleet, if I can type. I cannot type. And that's, of course, going to be 8. And then the forward defense fleet is going to be a 5th Fleet as well. So that is going to be the 5th Fleet. And then this will be 9. Perfect. And then the 9th fleet is going to be 5th Fleet 10. Perfect. And then this is going to be 5th Fleet 11. 5th Fleet 11. Amazing. Okay, so that is absolutely ridiculous. I love it. It is amazing. We're up to 14k alloys at this point, which is a little higher than I expected to be right now. Let's just go ahead and reinforce this. And we're building battleships. That is 8 of our 10 battleships. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm noting that the Ganges and the Mekong are currently idle. Okay, we gained some dividends, and we need to sell off some minerals here too, which I'm going to do like that. So the Ganges is down here in Nimeroth, and we're going to want to colonize this world. Founder species only, and we do need to go through and check that all of our species are assimilating. We haven't done that recently, since the war, so we should definitely do that. We're going to head over here, I think, and we're going to need to start building orbitals. So a major orbital here, a minor here, and I'm just wondering about the path that we should take through here. It's going to be mildly awkward. A major orbital here would be fine, a major here, this would be a minor, this would be a major, this would be a minor, and then we'd come in over here and build a major, of course. This would be a major, and there we go. Cool. I guess we can come out over here then, do a major, this would be a minor, we would come in over this way, do a minor, then this would be a major. Down to here, this would be a major, and I believe that's everything in this system. So that'll be fine. The Ganges is queued up. So then we've got the Mekong, which is in a very similar situation here, actually. So we'll get the colonization going, and yeah, this is a very similar situation, actually. So we need a major orbital here, a minor here. This will be a major orbital. Up over here, we can do... Oh, we're lacking alloys. I'm going to buy in a few. It must have only updated this once. I did double-click on this, but I actually only thought that we bought one. But, okay, whatever. That's probably me. We're just going to go up and build a major orbital there. This is going to be, of course, a major orbital. This will be a major. Down at the bottom. Excellent. Major here. This will, of course, be a minor. And then a major right up over here. And then this will be a major and a minor. That should do. Cool. So let's check in on our species. So we've got a couple of Brill here. We want to set them over to assimilation. We've got these guys. We want to set them over to assimilation as well. And these are pre-sapients here. These guys are going to need to be set to assimilation. There we go. Rontor are going to be set to assimilation as well. And that's all we've got. These are pre-sapients. So that will definitely be fine. I like it. Absolutely wonderful. So the next one is going to be what? The 5th Fleet 12? Yeah, the next fleet will be the 5th Fleet 12. So that sounds perfect. No problem whatsoever there. How long until we get that Titan completed? 380 days. Okay, so we've got a fair amount of time on that. Let's continue to reinforce the 5th Fleet 3. This is not going to get confusing at all. Definitely not. Definitely not going to get confusing. Why is this at 192? That's interesting. Okay. We can definitely add in an additional 8 corvettes, and I'm certainly interested in doing that. So we are going to do that. I'm waiting for the month tick. And we'll reinforce this. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that should max out the 5th Fleet 9, which is excellent. And we have Astral Actions available. Let's gain a Physics Insight and Astral Boost. May as well. Wonderful. So that seems fine. I want to check through jobs here. We do have one available on this mining station. Okay, so we're going to put in a reactor district here. We're going to be going significantly above our naval cap, so energy credits are going to be going down. The surplus of energy credits is not a problem at this time. It would become one eventually, but for now, it's absolutely fine. I'm not too concerned about that. So our science ship is science shipping. That seems absolutely perfect. And we are going to hop back into the 5th Fleet 3 here. And we're going to reinforce this. We still need another 33,000 alloys. And yes, we are going to exceed our naval capacity by a pretty wide margin here. That's understood. So we've got a few Garibaldi-class cruisers going on here. Excellent. And this should be absolutely fine. It is a little sad that we can only go up to 200 for our Federation capacity, but I don't think there's any way to change that. Maximum naval capacity reached. Yeah, this is the most you were going to get out of the Federation. So that is absolutely fine. We are going to boost that up a little bit more, and it's one of our weaker fleets, to be honest. Currently at 146. It'll go up a little further, be around 150 or so. It's not going to be phenomenal, that's for sure. So the 5th Fleet 3, of course, is where the majority of our resources are going to be going. We need about 30,000 additional alloys at this point, and we'll continue to reinforce this. We are making about 1,700 per month. Ooh, notifications in here. So that probably means we've got things to do. Okay.
Initial colonization phase commencing.
Yeah, Azalash here, actually, is full. At long last, this is as good as Azalash is going to be. It's not going to get any better than this. So we need to resettle them somewhere where there is another job, like Nahal Science. That'll be fine. Okay, so next up is this generator station. Let's build a habitat system control. This is a mining station here, and that's fair enough. We'll put in an Astro Mining Bay for now. That is going to be filled out as a mining station. This, of course, is a generator station. We'll build an energy nexus. We're also going to be wanting a mineral purification plant. We may as well slot that in there. This is a generator station here. First priority is a robot assembly complex, and then after that, we'll get an energy grid installed. But that's all we've got going on here for now. We're going to have these two colonized fairly soon, but for the time being, that's what we've got. We've got an astral rift event, though. We've arrived on a thriving planet. From its dense forests to the verdant plains, the landscape was at once diverse and immaculately maintained, a vibrant and planet-wide garden. An unidentified plantoid species has erected extensive fortifications around the semi-organic cities. Scans of the local star system have revealed a blockade of heavily equipped warships. There's no active conflict, but it's clear that one is brewing. We could contact their inhabitants or contact the orbiting fleet. Huh. 50-50. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I'm just going to close my eyes and stop, and we're going here. I don't know which one I picked. I have no idea which one I picked. We'll find out. That'll be interesting.
Research
Yeah, of course, you guys know what one I picked, but I don't. It's one of them, certainly. We just got dark matter deflectors, and that's actually a very big deal. So we need to come in here. The Corvette is going to be unchanged, but destroyers, not so much. We're going for dark matter deflectors here, but this ship design does not have enough power. So I'm going to drop the auxiliary fire control, and we are going to go with... I don't think the reactive armor is that necessary anymore. I mean, ideally we would go with this, but we don't have the power for that. This would be ideal. So the question is, which of these two do we want to drop in favor of a reactor booster? I think either is effective, correct? Yeah, either is effective. So that's okay. Out of curiosity, with this setup, we have 1110 armor and 840 shields. So the shields are still a lower amount than the armor, and the shields draw more power than the armor. So we're going to drop the advanced shield hardener in favor of an advanced reactor booster. Sounds good. Okay, now we've got our cruisers here, which automatically upgraded to dark matter deflectors. That sounds excellent. And then battleships, only one of them upgraded. Gotcha. So we need to do this. But we are negative in power. Similar situation here. We can ditch the shield hardener. We are done in theory with the Unbidden as well, so that should be absolutely fine. We've got some spare power there. That's okay. The Titan is fine. The rest of these, I'm not too concerned about. So we'll need to get all of these upgraded. Juggernauts have so much power. It's insane. Okay, so we need to get everything upgraded. That's going to be a whole thing. So I'm going to start with upgrading the Ararat. And how much dark matter do we have? 7.7k, that's probably enough. Okay, so the Ararat is going to get started on that. We're going to send all of these to go get upgraded. It is definitely going to be expensive. Each one of these is going to be about a month's worth of alloys. The 5th Fleet 9 does not need upgrading just yet, but that's okay. So we'll get all of those going. That sounds good. The 5th Fleet 9 doesn't need upgrading, of course, because we need to open up the Federation ship designer and do the same thing here. So the Corvette doesn't need anything. The Destroyer is going to get dark matter deflectors, and we are going to ditch the auxiliary fire control in favor of an advanced reactor booster. We'll save that. And then we need to do the same thing on the cruiser, dark matter deflectors. There we go. And let's see here. We already did the Destroyer, correct? Correct. Okay, dark matter deflectors here. We ditch the shield hardener, and we do the advanced reactor booster. Perfect. And then for the Titan, dark matter deflectors here. Excellent. We're running double advanced shield hardeners. That's maybe not ideal. I'm going to swap one of those over for a reactive armor. Or no, we already had a reactive armor on here. Right. I think double shield hardener is reasonably fine in that case. So that seems okay for now. That, of course, means that our Federation fleet, the 5th Fleet 9, needs to go upgrade. So we're going to go do that. They're all going to the Mega Shipyard, which I guess is okay. We'll see what our energy credits are like when we're not getting the reduced maintenance. But we're definitely going to need to save up as many alloys as we can. Dark matter might become a problem, but I don't think it will. I think we've got enough dark matter.
Initial colonization phase complete.
Okay, we just finished up this colony, so we definitely want to build a robot assembly plant there. Same thing here. Both of those will be absolutely fine. Now, we do have some notifications over here. What do we got going on? So we've got this research station. Fair enough. I'll build a 0G research district. This is a generator station here. Yeah, for sure. We're going to put in a reactor district. What else do we have? Is that it? Yes, that's it. Cool. And no construction ships needing orders either. Okay, sounds good. So, now the question is, how rapidly are these all going to get upgraded? It's going to take some time, for sure. Which one are we even working on right now? I mean, we're working on this one. Yeah, it's going to take some time. You can also see our alloys just completely vanishing, and that's not surprising. Also, our alloy gain has gone down, and our energy credits are sitting at 2k right now. Okay, that seems good. So we're going to get these upgrades completed. I'm not too concerned about it. And the 5th Fleet 3 is, of course, going to need additional reinforcements. My question is, when is that Titan going to be done? In 38 days. It might get brought out into a very awkward location. It might join one of these fleets, which are over the Mega Shipyard right now. We'll keep an eye on that. If it does, we're going to split it off because that is intended to be its own fleet. Okay. That is, however, going to free up one of these shipyards, so that is good. And that Titan is going to need to be upgraded, I believe, too. Were we able to save our Titan? We were. That's interesting, because we were building one. Huh. Well, 3, 2, 1,
Fleet
and that Titan
enhancement
is
supplied.
completed. So where did it go? It went into the 5th Fleet 5. Okay. So we are going to... I want to transfer this off. I don't want to disband it. I want to just remove this ship here. Well, we're almost done upgrading it. We're at 97%. We've got the Titan that we're working on. Everything else, I think, is already pre-upgraded. So that seems okay. The 5th Fleet 9, is this done
Initial
upgrading?
colonization phase
It is.
commencing.
So I'm going to move them back to Sol as they finish that up. So you can head in here and enter orbit to reduce upkeep. Sounds
Fleet
good.
enhancement supplied.
Okay, so this fleet is now done, and now we can transfer out the CAR Pegasus 4, I believe. Like this. Yes, that is the correct one. We'll get that queued for upgrades, and the 5th Fleet 5 is, of course, going to head over to Sol and enter orbit here. Cool. So we're going to get these upgrades done pretty quickly. This is currently the 1st Fleet, and this is, of course, going to be the 5th Fleet 12. Amazing. There we go. Now, we need to hop in here, and we need to add in ship types. And this is going to be 10, 10, 10, and 84. That'll do. And that, of course, means we need a bunch of additional alloys. None of this is surprising.
Fleet enhancements
So we just finished up the 5th Fleet 10. That is going to head over to Sol. Excellent. 5th Fleet 5 has arrived at Sol and is now docked up there. Oh, we need to get rid of the 2nd Titan here. There we go. That's much better. Excellent. So we're at 4.4k alloys right now. We did just finish up this complex, so we do want to get that colonized. Perfect. And we also need to come through and build orbitals, so that'll be fine. A miner here. Anything else in this asteroid belt? Yes. We've got this one out over here, and then we've got this guy up this direction. Not exactly the most efficient pathing, but that's okay. Minor orbital here. This will be a major orbital here. This will be a minor. We'll need a major here. A major here. Followed by a minor out this direction. A minor here, and a major over here. Perfect. So that'll be fine. We'll get going on that. That'll keep our construction ship busy for a while. Okay. Noted on that.
Fleet enhancements supplied.
Okay, so we just finished up the 5th Fleet 2. We're going to bring that back to Sol, of course. And we'll enter orbit here. Amazing. So we've got these upgrades going relatively quickly, actually. That's not really that big of an issue.
Unshielded life signs detected in deep space.
We're at 2308 naval cap. That is expected. Having our Titans maxed out is going to always keep us above our naval cap, which is 100% what we expect here. So that's fine. More of these upgrades finishing. So the 5th Fleet 2 is already back over here. Next up is the CAR Ararat, which we're going to bring over here. Next up is the 5th Fleet 4, which has already finished. Amazing. We're going to enter orbit here, and then the 5th Fleet 12, which that we actually need a leader for. So let's hire in this person. Excellent. And we can go with, I guess, leader upkeep reduction. It's not amazing.
Fleet enhancements
Dock
supplied.
ship upkeep. Again, not amazing. But okay, that'll do. So 5th Fleet 4, we just finished. The 5th Fleet 12 is now finished, and that's up over here. And yeah, all of these are done. Cool. So we've got the 5th Fleet 7 here, which looks like that's already completed. I missed this one. That's okay. We'll move this back over here. What else do we have in this list? They all upgrading? They are. Okay, perfect. They're going to get done fairly soon. We are at 7.6k alloys. I want to check in on our dark matter count. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of dark matter and plenty of minor artifacts, so that looks good. Our primary restriction at this point is alloys, and we could buy in a few more alloys. Price is low right now. There we go. So that sounds good. Yes, we're going to purchase a curator
Fleet
service.
enhancements supplied.
There we go. And we just finished up the 5th Fleet 1, so over to Sol we go. Amazing. Sol will become very laggy eventually, but we still have a couple of fleets over here. We just finished in Anzan's building an orbital, but I think we're fine here. That said, this construction ship is complete with its orbital. So we do definitely want to get that colonized, and we're going to get some additional orbitals done here. There's not that many to build. So a minor orbital here, a minor orbital here, and then we would go probably here, then approximately here. 3 moons. That's a little unusual. Okay. Well, we'll get a major orbital here. Sounds good. And then this is going to be a minor. And then up over this way would be a major orbital. Cool. So that will stay busy for a good long time. And we do have some unemployment, specifically on Earth. And where would we want to put this? Well, somewhere with available jobs, like Piranha's Black Hole Prime, which has 40 free jobs. Cool. Right on over we go. That seems like a very good place to put people. This is a generator station. We're going to put in a reactor district. This is a mining station. We're going to put in an astral mining bay. This is basically maxed out for its mining right now, so we'll get to that.
Enhancement supply.
That is definitely going to start doing industry afterwards. We do need to get some more industry going. So this is a generator world here. I'm just going to get a planetary capital. Association status, we vote yes on everything, even though we're the leader.
Fleet enhancement
And
supply.
we're going to get a reactor district going here. This is a mining station here. What we really need here is something along the lines of an energy grid. Wonderful. So that all looks fine for now. I'm betting these are all done upgrading at this point. Actually,
Fleet
this
enhancement
needs
supplied.
additional upgrading. Okay, we'll get that going. But the 5th Fleet 6 can absolutely head over to Sol, and I believe there's another fleet that could go there too. Yeah, the 8. So we'll send that on over. Perfect. And then there are... Yeah, this one's almost done upgrading, and this one's almost done upgrading as well. So that should be relatively simple and straightforward. We're up to 16k alloys. We need a lot of alloys to get this all built. And I'm going to hit this reinforce all fleet. We need like 80,000 alloys.
Enhancement supply.
It's significant. No doubt about that. That's very significant. So both of these are now completed, and we're going to move them over to Sol as well. Perfect. So they'll arrive here very, very, very soon. That sounds great. Ah, the progenitors made peace with the Kreshk. About time. That would have been very convenient a little while ago when we were trying to get more war score with them. But alas,
Research
it did not
concluded.
happen. The CAR Yukon is done in Mercura, and we're definitely going to want to colonize this and build additional orbitals. This is a trinary system, so there may be a fair number... Oh, it's this sort of trinary system. Okay. I was going to say there may be a fair number of orbitals to be built here. I mean, there probably will be anyway, but it's not going to be quite as much as we may have hoped. So a major orbital here, here, and here. And then we would come down this way and build another major orbital. This would be a minor. This would be a major. And this would be a major. Cool. Something like that. And then the Sahara. Same story here. We need to colonize this world. And we need to build some orbitals. So we'll come out over here first. Minor. Ah, we are currently lacking some alloys. Let's get a few. That should be sufficient. So we'll build a major here. This will be a major. Guess we could come out. No, that's an arc furnace. That's not actually going to be a thing. It's just going to fail that. So that's okay. We're going to head out this direction next, I think. Probably not the most efficient route in the world, but it really doesn't matter. We're going to head up here, major orbital. This will be a minor. And then we just need to come down over here. Sure. So something along the lines of that should do. Excellent. We're making really good progress on our constructions, that's for sure. We just finished up Admiralty support staff, giving us fleet command limit plus 10. So that means that we can add in an additional 10 to every single one of these. And so we shall. We're going to bump our corvettes up to 94. Our power is in our corvettes. So this is 84 right now. It needs to go up. No, hang on. It needs to go to 94. There we go. So yeah, our power is in our corvettes, and that is absolutely okay. Corvettes are really, really good. They do die pretty easily, but it's absolutely fine. So we're going to bring that up all to 94. Perfect. So that is, of course, going to take a little bit to get that all built up, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue our military buildup, and it will be very significant. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy McGar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Tommy Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.